I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater. This is Winter NAMM 2019. We're in the PRS booth with our friend Brian Ewald. Great to see you.
Great to see you too.
Appreciate you taking time to sit down with us, and you've got a bunch of new guitars for us to check out. So let's dive right in.
Absolutely. So the first one, the one I'm holding here, you may recognize as the Paul's guitar. So even though the Paul's guitar has been around for a while, there was an update to the pickup spec for the Experience this year. So he revoiced the pickups. He calls them TCI pickups, stands for tuned capacitance and inductance. And the way he's described it to me is almost like the difference between mixing a record and mastering it. It's like fine tuning and tuning the pickups to a very specific note. It's a process they really developed in working with Mayer on the 635 pickups for the Silver Sky. So this became a limited run with these pickups. Now for 2019, the new Paul's guitar has the updated TCI pickups in the standard run. So segueing into another exciting new piece is never before has Paul's guitar been offered in the SE line. So now we have an SE version of Paul's guitar. These are TCIS pickups. They're voiced in the same manner. Master volume and tone, the independent toggles just like on Paul's. So another thing is this is the same bridge you would find on a Paul's guitar, a private stock Paul's guitar, anything. It's the aluminum with the brass inserts in here. There's also an update to the carve. The carve is a little bit even closer to the core guitars. It's not the typical SE bevel. It kind of lips back up. There's some new vintage style, keystone tuners. This thing sounds incredible, as does Paul's guitar. One of my favorite things about it are the single coil sounds. It's probably the closest. It really sounds like true single coils. It does not sound like a split humbucker to me. So two great additions. If you've lusted after a Paul's guitar and that's out of your budget, this is great to have. This is
Take this one from me.
Sure, thanks. This is a new option in the Custom 24 Exotic Wood series. They're now offering a Zero Cody top, so you can get Zebra Wood or Zero Cody. Another exciting new guitar I will grab. The CE24, the bolt-on CE that we all know and love, is now available in a semi-hollow. So single F-hole, classic look. I love what it does to the mid-range. If you're a semi-hollow or hollow body fan, and you've like the CE sound, the bolt-on, the steel bridge, definitely check one of these out. It's a great guitar to have in. The Silver Sky, which you've probably heard a little bit about, in the past. Although this is its first NAMM, it came out in March. There are four new colors available now. There's a green, a blue, a gold, and a tan. They're Orion green and Dodgem blue and golden mesa. The names are as interesting as the colors themselves. So if you were having a hard time picking between the first four colors, your decision is now twice as hard. But they're all great. I still have a hard time deciding which I love most. But and last in the electric guitars. What I typically describe as probably my first choice for a desert island guitar is the 594. I absolutely love it. The semi-hollow 594 came out last year. I love that. It is now available in a full hollow body 2 version. So this is the hollow body 2, meaning it has a fully carved back and front maple side. The typical 594 knob configuration and toggle switch up here with the same scale length and the 2-piece bridge. Probably a more traditional hollow body offering than the typical hollow body 2 with a piezo output. I think this guitar is just amazing. It's again hard to decide which one. I think if they ever come out with this in a P90 version, I'm going to be toast. I'm going to have to buy that. Yeah.
Maybe you know somebody you can ask.
Yeah. My house is full. And finally, there's a couple new SEs. The SE line, when it was updated a few years ago, with the option of doing a Tonari non-cutaway body and the cutaway. There was 3 body woods, 2 body style, 6 guitars. Now there's 2 new options. There's new color options in some, so the SE acoustic line is just expanding. And so depending on whether you want a more traditional look or something, a lot of them look like private stocks. This included, this here is the A55E, A meaning Angelus cutaway. The 50 is the curly maple back and sides. The 50 is still maple, but now they're doing it in a quilted maple back and side. So, I mean, looking at this, you wouldn't know that it was not a private stock guitar. Real abalone inlay. If you really want something to stand out, this same model, instead of the black gold burst, is available in an Abaco green, and there's one over there if you want to check it out on the way out. The Abaco green is this beautiful greenish blue. It looks like water, and Abaco is the name of a beach in the Bahamas. It was inspired by the color of the water at that beach. There's a Zero Cody, also the A60 and T60. So many great options. The 40 was probably my favorite sonically, personally, because I was always a rosewood guitar kind of guy, and now I can't decide between the 60. Like, there's, again, the choices are great, but it's just hard to pick which one now. Yeah.
But you know you're going to get a great guitar regardless of what you choose, so you can't lose, right?
Absolutely. All of these come with the same bone nut and saddle, the Fishman system with the controls inside, ebony bridge and fingerboard. Bang for the buck. They're just, it's incredible what they're doing these days.
Absolutely. Man, Brian, thanks so much for the whirlwind tour of these amazing guitars. There's so much great stuff happening here.
Thank you, and I love what you guys do. I've always loved visiting Sweetwater, and it's like a kid in the candy store over there.
Hope to see you out there soon.
I'll be back soon, yeah.
And thank you for joining me at Winter NAMM 2019. I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater, coming to you from the PRS booth.